began to see the most transformation in my life, the moment I began to see my results come to fruition, the moment I began to see my actions, my thoughts, and my feelings come into alignment, was the moment that I stopped putting up with my own BS. The moment that I stopped putting up with my own BS was the moment that my life changed. The moment that I stopped entertaining and thinking negative thoughts, the moment I stopped negative emotions in their track, and the moment that I stopped self-limiting behavior, resulting in self-limiting actions or inactions, was the moment that my life began to change. It is in your everyday decisions that you have the opportunity to either create the life of your dreams or stay stuck in the old identity, the old thought patterns, the old emotions, and the old actions that are creating your limited reality. If you are desiring to create a new reality and to become the woman of your dreams, you have to stop putting up with your own BS. You have to stop putting up with thinking negative thoughts and being stuck in a constant loop of negative thinking, resulting in negative emotions, resulting in negative behavior patterns and limiting beliefs if you want to change your reality. And that's just the truth of the matter. You can get as many coaches as you want. You can read as many self-help books as you want. You can go to church 7 times a week. You can meditate as much as you want. Go on the amazing diet. Go to the gym as many times as you want. But if you are doing this out of a space of your self-limiting behavior, thoughts, feelings, and actions, you are doing yourself and everyone else around you a disservice. And once I had the realization that I am doing myself and everyone else around me a disservice by remaining stuck in my negative, cyclical nature, is when I changed. That is when my life changed. That is when I truly started realizing that I am the creator of my reality. If we look at the past, we've all been through something that has changed us, transformed us, and shaped our reality in some way, shape, or form. We have all been through past experiences, circumstances, and situations that have rocked our worlds in some way, shape, or form, that have impacted our psyche, that have impacted our spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional well-being. The thing is, if you did not go through that experience, you would not be the woman that you are today. If you did not go through that experience, you would not be able to show up the way that God has intended for you to do so in this life. If you did not go through that experience, you wouldn't be able to serve the way that you are intended to serve in this life. So you can make a decision. Are you going to stay stuck there? Or are you going to take the lesson, take the knowledge, apply it to your life, so turn it into action, and create wisdom from that circumstance and change your life? I want you to start asking yourself some really deep questions. First being, who's running the show? Is it my 5-year-old self that was hurt or maybe grew up in an environment where emotional availability was extremely scarce? Or is it your new identity running the show? Your desired self? Ask yourself, am I operating out of a wound, or am I operating out of the healed version of me? Are you taking time to do your inner work? Or are you doing yourself and others a disservice? You are the powerful creator of your reality, especially as a woman. You have within you, built in within you, an innate ability to create life, whether that's human life, whether that is your dream business, your dream body, your dream health. You have the ability as a woman to tap into your womb wisdom, your intuition, and literally visualize the person that you desire to become and allow her space to manifest in this reality. But within doing so, you have to align your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your belief system to that new reality. The greatest epiphany I have ever had, and I read it out of a business book, it was the Success Principles, is we are all 100% responsibility for we are all 100% responsible for every single thing that happens in our life. I'm not talking about the things that we cannot control, but I am talking about the thoughts that you think that are so consequential to your life because they are creating your reality. The feelings and the emotions that you produce, and the decision to either stay in that negative cycle of feeling of that feeling or an emotion, or look at it, understand it, gain wisdom from it, and choose a new reality. You're also responsible for your actions and how you react to every single circumstance in your life. When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, who's showing up to that? When the alarm clock goes off at 6 a.m., is it your old identity showing up, or is it your new identity showing up? Are you going to hit snooze and go back to sleep, or are you going to wake up and conquer your day? Who is showing up and who is running the show? Take 100% responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and your reactions, and watch how your life transforms. Secondly, I also began realizing how important it is for me to start addressing my belief system. Start addressing my beliefs. For example, let's say you want to become financially free. However, you realize that it may be easy for you to make money, but it's hard for you to keep money. Well, there's something going on in your belief system that is telling you that it is difficult for you to keep money. There is some story that is being played out in your subconscious mind that is running on autopilot, that is running the show. Tap into your subconscious programming if you want to step into that change. And when I say change, I don't just mean for a day or two. Longevity, for the rest of your life. In order for you to make change, everlasting change, you have to tap into your subconscious programming. You have to understand who is running the show, who is in charge here. Take responsibility and give yourself that permission to show up, to heal, to address your wounds. It's okay. Love yourself enough to do this, to do the inner work. And I'm not yelling at you. Sorry, I'm getting a little passionate here, but I'm just being very passionate right now because I see it every day within myself and with others in the community. I can look at someone now, just as I can look at myself, and I can tell where they are operating from. I can fully understand where that person is operating out of. I can look at someone's life and see what kind of thoughts they are thinking, behaviors they are engaging in, beliefs that they are believing, and emotions that they are producing that is creating their reality. And I do it with myself every single day. If there is something that I engage in a thought, a feeling, an action, or a behavior, or a belief system that is not aligned with the version that I am trying to create and the version that I am right now, I'm sorry, but she has to go. I'm sorry, but she has to take a back seat. I'm sorry, but my inner child that at 5 years old or whoever was running the show is no longer in the driver's seat. She is now a passenger. She can go for a ride. She has to stay quiet because I have created a safe space for her, and my higher self and my dream life is so much more important to fulfill than being stuck in a place that is wounded. Ask yourself, are you living your dream life right now? If you don't even know what that looks like, ask, what does my dream life look like right now? And physically write it down. The first sentence in John, going to biblical scripture now, is, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word became God. Everything you speak, everything you think, everything you feel, everything you write down becomes your reality. So what is going on in your subconscious programming that is creating your reality? And if you are living your desired reality, figure out how you have created her, what thoughts you're thinking, what actions you're taking. Pay attention to the little details. It's within the little details. I used to also be so blinded by the bigger picture. It's in the little details. It is when the alarm clock goes off, what decision are you going to make? It is when you're washing the dishes, are you going to rush and half-ass it, or are you going to be thorough? It is if the light turns red, are you going to speed through it, or are you going to stop? It is in the little minuscule details. It is also if you have to make a decision and you have that feeling in your body that says no, and you do it anyways. That is what we need to start paying closer attention to. And that brings me to my next point, which is the mind-body connection. If you do not take hold of your subconscious mind, if you do not take the time to navigate your subconscious mind in that terrain where your subconscious lives, that terrain where from the age of 0 through 14 you have been so programmed because you've been in theta. If you do not take the time to meditate, to sit with your thoughts and become the observer, to pay attention to your intuition, to get a hold of your emotions, to heal your past, to make decisions that are aligned with your reality. If you continue to go against your soul's purpose, stay in the job that you hate when you know you want to become XYZ. If you continue to do this, your body is going to start to show you exactly where you are blocked and why you are blocked. What I mean by this is the mind and the body are so interconnected that if you continue to ignore your subconscious programming, your body will start to show that. Aches and pains, dis-ease, which just means that the body is not at ease. There's a little bit of imbalance happening. If you continue to ignore your subconscious programming, if you continue to hold on to emotions like resentment, fear, hate, anger, jealousy, if you continue to think thoughts of unworthiness, of feeling and being unloved, of jealousy, of resentment, your body is going to show you. The body keeps the score. You are so intimately connected. The mind and body are so intimately connected. Whew. I remember a few years ago, I was so stuck in my masculinity that I would always get pain and signs and symptoms on the right side of my body. The right side of our body denotes our masculine energy. The left side is our feminine energy. And I would always get like aches and pains in my right shoulder, in my right jaw, my right lower back, my right knee. And I would ask myself, why is it only on the right side? My subconscious programming was so stuck in fight or flight that I was literally only operating from my masculinity, and it was showing up in my body. Had I not addressed that and done the inner work, that could have led to further dis-ease. Dis-ease isn't necessarily this humongous diagnosis. It is more about the little details. The pain in the shoulder that won't go away. The pain in your jaw that won't go away. The right-sided headache that won't go away. The feeling of a lump in your throat that won't go away. The heaviness in your chest that won't go away. What is your body saying to you right now? Ask it. Your body is so intelligent that if you continue to ignore your mind, the body's going to get your attention. Pay attention to your mind-body connection. Heal your subconscious programming. Heal your body. Come into alignment with that mind-body connection. I was reading a book and it stated that our thoughts and our emotions that are on repeat are a gateway to our mind-body connection, of how our mind and body are actually connected and communicating with one another. So if you're producing thoughts and feelings that are from a space of fight or flight, the mind and body are so intertwined and intimately connected that the body is going to start producing states of fight or flight, lower back pain, etc. Pay attention to your mind, pay attention to your body. If you want to find true freedom in this life, pay attention to your mind and your body. All right, we went over that. Every single decision counts. Every single one. Every single decision counts. If you're hitting snooze, stop. If you're half-assing things, stop. If you are overspending, stop. If you're overthinking, stop. But instead of just stopping, I want you to pay attention to your why behind these things. Are you rushing, or do you have rushing woman syndrome because you think you're running out of time? Are you rushing because you think that you need to get 1,000 things done in a day in order to feel accomplished? Are you overspending because you're really trying to fill a void that derives from an unhealed wound from childhood? Are you half-assing things? If you are, where are you doing it? What areas of your life? Are you skipping your workout? If so, where else are you skipping out on the things that are going to bring you longevity? Where else are you not showing yourself that you love and adore yourself? These are some really powerful questions that I ask myself on a daily basis. I'm always doing my inner work. Always. I don't skip a day. It's a constant journey. And we can do the inner work and be so happy and so at peace and in such elevated states because we are literally elevating in consciousness. Inner work isn't a journey where you have to be miserable all the time. No. That's a misconception that I used to also believe. Inner work is a journey that I get to be happy. I get to be at peace. I get to be financially free. I get to make a difference in this woman's life, in my own life. I get to have a healthy relationship, a healthy body, healthy connections. I get to do these things while also elevating consciously. And so do you. So, what is your biggest block right now? Is it fear? Fear of being seen? Fear of being successful? Fear of being heard? Fear of being criticized, judged? Is it fear of actually walking through the door and stepping out of your old identity, walking through that door into your new identity, shutting that door behind you and saying goodbye to the past and everything that you are connected to and attached to? Your old thoughts, your old feelings, your old actions, your old behaviors. Where are you short-selling yourself? Short-selling yourself. Where in your life are you short-selling yourself? I always am navigating 5 planes of my life. I'm always taking inventory of my mental body, my spiritual body, my physical body, my emotional body, and my financial body. These are the 5 areas of my life where I am always taking inventory. If I'm skipping my meditations, that's my spiritual body and also my mental body. Then I know, okay, I might start overthinking. Skipping that meditation is now going to lead to overthinking. That overthinking is going to lead to negative emotional patterns. That negative emotional pattern is going to lead to maybe me feeling disconnected from God. That disconnect from God is going to lead to feeling disconnected from my purpose. That disconnection from my purpose is going to lead to financial constraint. Do you see how it's all connected? So start asking yourself, how am I doing mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially? If one of these areas is lacking, start with that area and look to see if there are any other patterns in any other area of your life and start doing inventory. You are the creator and you are extremely powerful. Last but not least, here are some journal prompts for you. So, what are the top 3 ways that I am getting in my own way? That's the first question. So what are the top 3 ways that I am getting in my own way? And be honest with yourself. When I journal, I put time aside to be with maybe a meditation frequency, my pen, and my journal. That's it. When you journal, an entire world opens up. So give yourself that time to explore your inner world, always without judgment and without attachment to what comes up. Secondly, in what areas of my life do I make excuses or allow self-sabotage to stop me from reaching my goals? Powerful. In what areas of my life do I make excuses or allow self-sabotage to stop me from reaching my goals? That is question number 2. I'll also put these questions in the description box below. Okay, so after you've answered those 2 questions, how does it now feel to recognize these patterns? Without judgment, without attachment. Detach yourself from the self-pity, the guilt, the blame, the shame, the fear, the disgust that can come from all of this. Look at it and be like, oh, okay, we have some work to do. Beautiful. You just elevated in consciousness. Second question is, what steps can I take to release these limiting beliefs and behaviors and replace, I can't even read my own handwriting because I was writing so fast. What steps can I take to release these limiting beliefs and behaviors and replace them with empowering actions? Very, very, very dope question. What steps can you take to release your limiting beliefs and behaviors and replace them with empowering actions? And last but not least, if I stopped making excuses today, what is the one decision or action that I could take that would move me closer to my desired reality? So if you stopped making excuses today, what is the one decision and action that you could take that would move you closer to your desired reality? That's all I have for you. I understand how this is so detrimental to our evolutionary process. I understood finally how I was getting in my own way. And I did so without judgment, without attachment. I allowed it to just be. But I also made the decision to walk through that door. I literally stood in front of that door. In my mind, I visualized myself standing in front of the door with my hand on the doorknob, telling myself when I walk through this door, I am done with operating in my old identity. I shut the door behind me and I continued to walk forward, fixing my crown, putting my chin up, putting my shoulders back, and walking like the queen that I am. I want you to do exactly the same thing for yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. If this episode has touched you in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love interacting with you ladies in the comment section. If you are also looking for a little bit more guidance or you need someone that is willing to hold your hand, help you stay accountable, and just be your big sister on this journey, please visit my website, www.theconsciousfreedommovement.com, where you can book one-on-one coaching sessions and book coaching packages. Thank you, ladies, so much. I love vibing with you. I love rocking with you. See you until next time. Peace.